I am the oldest daughter of 4 in my family, and I definitely think I'm the black sheep because I don't get the same respect from my family members as I would want and hope. And also, compared to my other siblings, they get a little more respect, a little more entitlement, I feel. And I hate to use that word because it's so negative and, but being a black sheep, I think, is more of the family dismissing you from what their norms are. And I am definitely not your typical college degree, doctor, lawyer, whatever. I really believe that's what my parents thought I was going to be because they kept telling me while I was a child, like, you're so smart, you get straight A's, you're smart, you're the smart one, you're the smart one, you're gonna go to college, you're gonna do, like, it's just crazy how you really transfer these emotions to your children and they just do the complete opposite. Because I went to college, I got accepted, I went into a private university, I took the classes, and I just didn't know what I wanted to do, so why would I stay? I feel like that whole journey for me was necessary, but it's led me to this position I'm in today. So not having a really good relationship with your family can be very, very lonely and vulnerable, especially when you're growing into adulthood in your 20s, because what am I to do? What am I to know about the world? Seriously, what am I to know anything about anything when all I'm limited to is what I've been taught and what I've been conditioned to know? And between both of my parents, I've been threatened to be disowned from my family multiple times, actually. So it doesn't scare me that my parents don't respect me or like me. I know my parents love me unconditionally because they did have me, but it's just, I don't think I'm the person they wanted me to be. I'm definitely not the person they wanted me to be. I'm growing into the person I want to be. And that's really what being a black sheep is. It's not molding yourself into your family and what they want. It's molding yourself into what you want. And it's really confusing as a young adult to go about life for the first time. And, obviously our parents are going about life for the first time too, but they've been in their 20s before, okay? Don't forget, your parents were young too. They know a little more than you do. And it's almost like my parents don't want to tell me about life. They don't want to. I've been sheltered my whole life, practically. And as a young girl, being sheltered is okay, but when you don't want to deal with my problems as a young adult, how am I supposed to deal with them if I've been sheltered my whole life? How am I supposed to figure out what I'm supposed to do as a career? How I'm supposed to build a family? How I'm supposed to save money and invest in all of these life goals that people will have? And how am I supposed to figure that out? Seriously. In my life, my parents totally are dismissive. They're not there. I barely text them. I barely call them. I don't call them ever. Literally ever. I have zero relationship with my parents. Now, what God has given me are my siblings. Because if I was an only child, I don't think it would be the same position I would be in right now. It would be a little different. I'd probably be a little more entitled if I was an only child. But my God gave me my siblings because my siblings are there for me in the best way that they can be, because they can't understand my perspective fully. Each of my siblings has gotten a different version of my parents because my parents have grown into different people practically every couple years. My parents are divorced. Okay, let me just put that out there. My parents are divorced. They're not together anymore. They don't even get along. They barely get along. And giving all this information out, I just want other people to feel seen. You are not alone. And if you feel like your parents or your family dismisses you, you are not alone. And there is so many people out there that feel the same way. And quite honestly, I would rather be dismissed by my family than fully accepted and I don't know what I'm doing with my life. Because I'm figuring my life out right now. And that's all me. That's all That's my pride that I take in myself, because it's not like I'm getting any help. I'm not getting any handouts. I'm not getting guidance. I'm not getting direction. I'm just going and figuring it out. That's scary. That is so scary, especially with everything that's going on in this world. You know, there's things that go on in every decade of the years that go on. Like there's history of, you know, the 2008 economy crash, and you know, there's so many things that our parents gone through, and there's post-traumatic responses in our parents and grandparents, and you know, we deserve to learn from that. I deserve to learn from that. We all deserve to learn from our parents' mistakes, our grandparents' mistakes, and all of our ancestors before that. Because what are we doing? I feel like there's so many black sheep out there that we are all just aimlessly like figuring it out. Like, what are we doing? Because I don't have guidance. Like, if I don't have guidance, I know for dang sure that there's a big percentage of girls just like me who either have like no father, no mother in their life, or they're just like completely delusioned into this path of life that they don't even want to be in, because their family practically conditioned them to get into that path. Like, there's two sides of the coin, and the grass is never greener on the other side. So being present in where you are now will only help you in the future, because if you accept the fact that your family is not around, just accept it, because everything that you gain, everything that you achieve and conquer is yours. They can never take it away from you. And I reassure myself this every day, because who else is there to reassure me? Who else is calling on me and checking on me? You know, not my blood. You know, my siblings will check on me, but they're my little siblings. If anything, I do everything I do for my siblings. I do everything I do for myself, and to be a good example for my siblings, because they're not strong enough to go against the grain, to go against my parents, to go against what they're conditioned to do. I'm strong enough. And I just want to express it to other people, because I know we are not alone in this. And there's so many black sheep out there. It's almost like we've created our own circle of, you know, individuals that have this big passion in themselves and a big pride in themselves, and really want to really want to push themselves into self-growth. And those are the people that have so many others against them. The amount of people that you have against you is just the strength you need to focus on yourself. And me being a black sheep in my family is giving me everything I need to even make these videos, because I don't need them. I don't need the blood that I was born into. Blood is blood. You know, I love my family unconditionally, but they don't help me with anything, literally anything. So I have to reassure myself and my self-beliefs, and I know you can do the same thing. If you feel like you're the black sheep in your family, you're not alone. And you need to reassure yourself every day and understand why God gave you this path, because this path it's a harder path, but it's a path that you can appreciate in the future. It's a path that's yours. It's your path. And I'm grateful that my parents believe in me so much to go figure it out, because guess what? I will figure it out, and I will come home and give them my successes. I will show them that I can do it myself. And that's what drives me to keep doing better every day. So being the black sheep is not always a bad thing, and it shouldn't feel like a bad thing. You're not alone, and we can do it together. So